Maybe my wife thinks I'm an idiot and wouldn't know. Part 1. Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell so you won't miss another cheating story goes live. For context, me and my wife have dated for 13 years and have been married for 8 years. We have no kids. Both my wife and I are professionals and travel a lot for work. This time, both my wife and I are traveling during the same time period. I am gone for 2 weeks and she is gone for 10 days. I am currently on the East Coast while my wife is in the Southwest. We have a system that when traveling is that the one traveling will call the other and tell them about their day, what the city is like and describe the city's attractions. We did the same with each other on this trip as well. She has been to the city I am currently in, but neither of us have ever been to her city. So she calls each night and describes her work, what she is doing and if she is having fun, going to tourist attractions, etc. She loves the city and wants us to vacation there in the future. So, all is normal. My work colleague and I have an agreement that if one of us is gone the other will periodically drive by and check the house. I called him to check in and he was confused. He stated that he saw my wife having dinner in town with another man. Maybe a work colleague or such, but she is not supposed to be in our hometown. I stated that she was supposed to be out of town, so I am confused. I asked him to do an early morning drive by the house to see what's what. So at the nightly predetermined time I called my wife and she went into this long holistic description of how the city is perfect for my allergies and our mutual outdoor hobbies. She was just tripping over herself with superlatives of the city and I am just sitting there thinking, what the fuck are you talking about? I didn't let on what my friend told me because he stated that maybe he wasn't sure it was her. Now this guy knew her before me, so I know he knows what she looks like, so I think he was protecting me in his own way. So he stated that he saw the guy's car because he saw him get out of it in the parking lot, come into the restaurant and sit down next, not across, but next to my wife. Who does that in a booth in a restaurant? My friend drove past my house for several days and at several times. He noted that in the day, both cars are gone but at night they are both back. So I called her office to make sure she didn't come home early and they stated that she was on travel status until Monday. Okay, not good. My mind is racing and spinning to see what she is up to. I am still on travel status until Thursday. So last night at the allocated time, she called me all happy and lovely telling me she can't wait to see me. So she is still telling me she is in her travel city. I play the fool and rattle on like everything is swell. It almost killed me. I feel the anger anytime I think about her with someone else. Our marriage has been great, or so I thought. Several date nights per week, sex 3 to 4 times per week, and I support her in her activities and friends. I can't really do anything where I am at, so I am asking for any advice before I get home. Update: I was still at my work location when my feeling that my wife was cheating was becoming more evident, especially with the growing evidence that my friend was accumulating. I contacted my brother and told him about my situation and he said that I could use his cabin if the need arises. In fact, he told me to go to the cabin and he will meet me there to go over the situation. He has a cabin in the San Juan Islands off the coast of Washington that he won from his divorce settlement a few years before. I made it to the cabin, where my brother was already there along with 2 of my best friends. One friend is also divorced and the other is a divorce/custody attorney in my city. I called my wife and told her that my work was extended for a week and I told her the date I would be home. She said that she was disappointed but totally understood. I'm sure she was, the shrew. So, after several days of crying, yelling, drinking a lot of beer and jumping into Puget Sound to clear my head, I have a plan. It might be the right plan or it may just blow up in my face. I have to let everyone know that I am loyal to a fault and will support anyone close to me until they do something that undermines my trust. I apply this philosophy to my family, friends and spouse. I have supported all her desires including college, her family and their issues with her work. Know that I am not a perfect person by far, but when it comes to commitment, especially in a marriage, I assume each partner should adhere to those commitments. She never mentioned being unhappy with me and we do a lot of things together, including both of our hobbies. We have the same dreams and desires within our marriage, so this situation is from left field. Breaking her commitment to me by cheating along with growing evidence of cheating with a coworker are the cornerstones for my decisions. Just a side note, yes, she cheated with a coworker. I wish her cheating was more dramatic instead of run-of-the-mill cheating with a coworker, as expected, just a random thought. So back to the plan. I arrived home late on the date I told her I would. She was asleep? She looked asleep when I came in with her computer on the bed, which was turned on. When I came out of the bathroom, the computer was gone. Spooky. I got up earlier than she did and went to work. When she came down to the kitchen, she saw that I left a stack of printed emails, 4 inches tall, from her correspondence with the coworker, with my wedding ring on top. Yes, it was an immature action, but it felt good to go down to that level, a little. As expected, I received a phone call. The gist of it. Her, what is this? Me, what? Her, what is with the email and ring? Me, did you read your emails? Her, yes, what does this mean? Me, this is my decision on your cheating. Her, does this mean you are going to leave me? Me, this is the road I am taking. Her, good, fuck you. Then came the proverbial hang up. Knowing her, she probably wished she was on a landline so she would have the satisfaction of slamming the receiver down. But she didn't, bummer. An hour later, she calls back. Her, I'm sorry for everything. Can we talk about this when you get home? Me, for the foreseeable future, I will be staying somewhere else. Her, how can we work it out if I never see you? Me, it's for the best right now. Her, asshole. But before she could do another hang up, I mentioned to her that I have copies of all the emails and pictures of her infidelity that are ready to be mailed to her parents and work if she decides to go ballistic while she is still upset. She said another fuck you then the hang up. So during the time between posts, I have an outstanding attorney, best friend, a good support base and the time I need to make the right decision for me and my well-being. I am living with a friend which unfortunately is close to my house so I can see her comings and goings if I wish. Still it is kind of creepy. I have gone 180 not only with her, but with her family as well. Their philosophy regarding committed marriages is subject at best. Both divorced twice, both cheated. My attorney is handling the division of assets and the rest of the legal shit that makes attorneys a lot of money. I kid him about being an attorney, but he does make a lot of money. Anyway, this is what I predict I will need to deal with in the near future: the reconciliation call, her parents' call, her sister's calls, her friend's call and then appearing at my job. She has not done anything needed for a restraining order. In fact, she is the most good-natured person I have ever met. Her actions have just gutted me, especially when her actions came from out of the blue. I am confused where our marriage went wrong. I mean, we have ups and downs like everyone, but we always prided ourselves on working through these problems. We have sex 3 to 4 times per week, we have long talks and have a good social life. I am just dumbfounded. I am currently in therapy dealing with all sorts of topics regarding my marriage along with my personal well-being. Anyway, she is going to be served at her job next week. Just happened. I guess she deducted where I was living based on the fact that my best friend lives in our city and is a divorce attorney. She just came to the door and my friend answered. He told her I was unable to come to the door and she broke down into hysterical crying saying that this is Thanksgiving and her family was asking where I was. They know I am in town because I had to get some mail from them. I think it is all coming into focus for her, and it is not what she wants to see. Time will tell. There are more to come. Find out the update of this story, check our channel or the description. Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell for any future cheating stories.